There was a point in time in Dead by Daylight where self-care was one of, if not the best perks in the game. It was so popular that you just assume every survivor had it. Of course, this was before it was nerfed again, nerfed a third time, and then finally nerfed again in the perk meta shakeup in patch 6.1.0. In self-care's current state, it takes around 45 seconds to fully self-heal. In that time you could have done half a full gen. This is obviously much longer than the 16-second altruistic heal or the 24-second medkit self-heal. So besides very specific edge case scenarios, self-care is more so often a detriment rather than a benefit, with people describing it as more as a killer perk than a survivor perk. But with the build I'm about to show you, self-care is not only not a hindrance, but also pretty helpful. This build is built around two main perks, self-care of course, and reactive healing. Reactive healing is an 801 perk that heals half your missing healing progress when another survivor within 32 meters loses a health state. You use this build by waiting for reactive healing to proc and then using self-care to heal the remaining progress. This means instead of taking 45 seconds to heal, you're now taking around 22.5 seconds to heal. This can then also be improved by running Botany knowledge. Instead of taking around 45 seconds to self-heal, it'll take around 30, which is only about 15 seconds if you trigger reactive healing first. This is pretty good considering an altruistic heal takes 16 seconds and takes up 2 survivors' time. Your fourth perk slot is really up to you. You can use an exhaustion perk to help you in chase, you can use resilience so you can do gens faster by healing yourself to 99% and then finishing the heal when a killer comes close. But for me personally, I like running bite the bullet. This is actually pretty good paired with self-care. Since Iron Will has been nerfed, killers don't really expect survivors to make zero noise, especially randomly mid-chase, so you can use it to escape right under the killer's nose, and it's always very fun when you do so. In order for this build to work most effectively, you need to trigger reactive healing, so here are 2 tips to help you do so. First of all, reactive healing triggers upon a survivor losing a health state. This means if a survivor gets damaged within the range, by any means it'll trigger. This includes things like Trapper's Traps or the Knight's Guards. Secondly, reactive healing has a 32 meter range. To put this into perspective, you begin to hear most killers' tear radiuses when you're within 32 meters from the killer. So if you're in the killer's tear radius and they hit a survivor, chances are reactive healing will trigger. This is helpful because if you think the survivor is about to be hit, just run close enough until you just about hear the heartbeat of the killer to ensure it activates. That concludes everything I'd like to say about this build. Let me know what you think of the build and what changes you'd make to it and why. I'd love to hear what ideas you can come up with to try and improve it. I'd like to thank you for making it this far and I hope you enjoyed your time. If you liked this video, you may enjoy some of my other videos. Currently, only 18.5% of people who watch my videos are subscribed, so if you're not subscribed and you'd like to see more videos like this, I'd ask that you do subscribe. If you'd like to see behind the scenes of my videos and updates about upcoming videos, you can follow me on Twitter. That's all for now. Thank you and goodbye.